So we are going with why a lawn roller is easier to pull than pushing it. Okay. Now I have considered a lawn roller on the surface, and here this lawn roller weight is acting downwards, and of course opposite to that normal reaction force. Every time normal reaction force will be there, normal reaction force is acting in this particular direction. If I pull it in this particular way, this whatever I applied, pull is nothing but force. So when whatever force I am applying in this direction is F, and that F is making an angle theta with the horizontal. And if I resolve this F into two components, F cos theta and F sin theta, we will be getting. That is what we have in the diagram. Now, so what we have here, if when we are pulling it, horizontal component F cos theta. Horizontal component is what? F cos theta. It helps us to move the roller forward direction, right? So the roller is moving forward direction means which force is helping? This force component, F component called F cos theta is helping us to move it in the forward direction, right? Next, what about vertical component? Vertical component F sin theta is acting upward direction, right? Now, if R is the normal reaction, that is what I said now, R is normal reaction. Now, so this R and F sin theta is acting upward direction. In the opposite direction, weight is acting, right? So from that, if I get an expression for it, when I'm writing for pulling, so what is acting? R plus F sin theta. These two are acting in the upward direction. Opposite to that, what is acting? W is acting, right? Now, 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 what else? What else is acting? The forward forces F cos theta is acting. Now, if I write an expression for R, what do we get from here? R is equals to W minus F sin theta will be getting. Okay, W minus F sin theta I will be getting. So R is W minus F sin theta we got. Now, generally we have spoke about friction. So if I am right, when the object is in motion, so we will get kinetic friction. So if I write an expression for kinetic friction, okay, force of kinetic friction, if I write force of kinetic friction, if I write, so because as the object is moving, so when it is moving, kinetic friction comes into play. So if I write an expression for kinetic friction, whatever friction it is, what is the formula? Mu into R we will write. Okay, as it is kinetic friction, mu k into R we will be writing, right? Now, mu k into what is R? Just now we derived here. So what is that? W minus F sin theta we got, right? So this is our kinetic friction. Now, in the same way, if I write same kinetic friction expression for pulling also, what do we get? Okay, so that also I will check, because when it has to move, when I am applying some force, how much is resistive force I have to check. Okay, here resistive force is what? Our frictional force. As it is moving, so kinetic frictional force is our resistive force. So when I am pulling it, I checked what is the resistive force called kinetic friction. When I am pushing also, I will check for kinetic friction. Then I'll check which resistance is more. Okay. Now, so what we are going with here, we are going with again. Previously we have seen push. Here I am sorry. Previously we have seen pulling. Here we are looking for pushing. When I am pushing the roller, so what happens? So this is a lawn roller, and I have taken on the surface. I am pushing it. So when I am pushing it forward, what happens? This is a force. I am extending the same force component up to here. This is our force, right? Now this force, if I resolve into two components, one is horizontal component, other one is vertical component. Horizontal component we got it as F cos theta, and vertical component is this is our F sin theta. Okay. Now, so F sin theta is acting downwards, and weight is also acting downwards. Normal reaction force is acting upward, and this force component which is acting along horizontal is F cos theta. Now F cos theta is responsible for its motion, right? Now if I write here normal reaction force, here I am changing it, R dash I am writing, okay? Now if I write an expression for R dash, what do we get? R dash is equals to, R dash is balanced by what and what? F sine theta and weight. So W plus F sine theta we get. Okay, this is normal reaction force in pushing case. Now, so we are looking for what is, how much is opposing force, right? How much is opposing force called frictional force, we have to look. So frictional force, if I write it, so force of friction, if I write force of friction, Fk is equals to, so frictional force is indicated by small letter f. Fk is equals to what? The frictional coefficient into normal reaction force. Normal reaction force here is R dash I have taken. Now mu into, so what is R dash? W plus F sine theta, right? This, when I am pushing it, Fk, we got it as mu into W plus F sine theta we got. So let me take this as equation number 2. Let me take this as equation number 2, and I'll put a box for this also. Okay, now, so this is a force, means opposing force called frictional force. Frictional force, we got this much in this, and previously what do we got? What did we get? Just we'll go back. So this is our frictional force when I am pulling it, right? I am pulling in this particular direction, we got this. Now, so here this I am considering it as some equation number 1. Okay, now, so what is the difference if we observe? If we observe the difference between these two, in equation 1, so mu k into weight, we are subtracting from weight, F sine theta component I am subtracting, right? Whereas in the other case, what is happening? In the equation 2, I am taking same weight, but F sine theta component is added here, right? So weight, something is extra added to the weight component, and that is what it is resembling in our kinetic friction. So whereas in equation 1, weight from something is reduced from this weight. That means Fk value is less in equation 1, whereas it is more in equation 2. So that means what? The kinetic friction is more when we are pushing it, whereas kinetic friction is less in pulling. So kinetic friction is less means what? Opposing is less. So opposing is less means the object can move more easily, right? So where this kinetic friction acts, the object is moving in this particular direction. So here in this particular way, the kinetic friction will be acting. Okay. So the kinetic friction in the first case is less, whereas kinetic friction in the second case is more. That's the reason. So from comparing equation 1 and 2, so what conclusion we can make over here? That is from equation 1 and 2. So what we can write from equation 1 and 2, Fk in equation 1 is, sorry, in equation 2, Fk is greater, right? So let me take this is F dash, better. F dash K is greater as compared to Fk. Okay. Now, so the kinetic friction in the pushing case is greater as compared to kinetic friction in pulling case, right? So what we can say, the force of friction is more in case of push than in case of pull. So it is easier to pull a body than to push it. Okay. So that is what conclusion I will write over here. The force of friction. The force of friction is, the force of friction is more in case of push, in case of push than pull, right? Now, in case of push than pull. Now, so what we can say, if it is more in case of push, so it is easier to pull a body, easier to pull a body than to push it, than to push, than to push it, right? So that is why pulling is easier than pushing. Right. So in the given problem, what is there? A box is there in a train, and the frictional force which is present between the box and the floor of train is 0.15. So what is given value? Given, if I check, mu s is equals to 0.15. It is a constant value only. It won't be having units. Okay. So frictional coefficient won't have any units. Now F is equals to ma we have. This is applied force formula. And whereas, so the static friction is adjusting nature. It will have adjusting nature. Okay. So this F is equals to ma. Only we can write it as our static frictional force F. So which is equals to Fs. Fs value is what? Mu s into r. R will be our mg. R will be balanced by weight. This already we have. Okay. So I am equating our applied force and frictional force because it is static friction. Now, so if I write for this, F is equals to ma. Ma is equals to mu s into r. R is what? Weight. Means normal reaction force will be balanced by weight. Mg we can write. So this m will be cancelled out. Okay. Now a acceleration is equals to mu s into g. What is our mu s value given? 0.15. It is given over here, right? Next, and g, as it is not given in the question, I can take 10 meter per second square. Okay. Now, so 0.15 into 10, it will become 1.5 meter per second square. It will become. Okay. So this is a known value, acceleration due to gravity value. Previously also we solved problems. Don't ask me how g has come. Okay. Right. So that is how we calculate acceleration of the train. Right. Now, this is a simple problem. You can go with other problems also. So we covered one problem as well as how pushing land roller is preferred. Means, why pulling land roller is preferred than pushing. Okay. So we will continue with the next problems.